this is Baruch, and I'm back at the Tikkun Elevator Kolel, and we're on page Kuf Nun Vav on Parshas Miketz, and I'm going to say as much of this as I can, if considering the amount of time I've got. So let's see if I could do. Zaviyu Kates Shunasaim, at the end of 2 years, just referring to Yosef in prison. Today, the Farish Pasuk that. So in order to explain this Pasuk, Rabbi Chia Pasuk V'am, Rabbi Chia began and he said like this: Hiktin Lefarish Masha Kasav Melech B'Mishpat Ya'amed Eretz. So a king with his judgment, he sustains the world. V'ish Trumos Yeharsenu. But a person who just throws things away, he'll destroy it. So he says like this: what does this mean? When the Kodesh Baruch Hu is speaking here about the Olam of Atzilus, which is the progenitor of where we're at. He said, Kodesh Baruch Hu, that is the Ein of Baruch Hu, Es Olam of Atzilus, Shuhu Elyon the Kol Olamos, which is the most penimistic, the closest to the Ein Sof. Asking Kuluk Yos, everything was in proper order. Tikkun kol apartzufim karoi lihiyosh shechelkom l'shlosha chakavim, that everything was placed into 3 lines. Kava Chesed v'kava Gevura v'kava Rachamim, as we have said many times. V'am loshen as asking, but he says it loshen asking. Rather than reading this on, just say what I understand. Asking means that they limit the light, they change the light, the nature of the course of the light, to make it more digestible. Now let's see what he says. He uses the language asking. Because making the 3 lines is the ultimate tikkun. So then came out V'hotzia Oros Elyonim Shehem Hagar, and then into these 3 lines he's able to pour Chochma Bin and Das. The Haina Partsufi Eric Anpen, and he says more than that the Patsufim of Eric Anpen is the most pneumistic aspect of Atzilus. And then the Partsufim of Abba V'Ima Shehem Kachav, and the 3 of them together make the concept of Keser Chochma Bina. Minaharech Abelakol Sitrim, and at that point they shine onto all sides. Hameirin the Kol Havok to Zer Anpen Malchus, and these shine then into all of the 6 kitzvos of Zer Anpen, which are Chesed, Gevurah, Tiferes, Netzach, Yesod, and then from Zer Anpen transferred into Malchus. V'kula Ihi Chad, the whole thing is oneness. V'kol Agar chem Chashuvas Ka'achas Lahashpia Lazun. So in other words, they're like a ball of energy of some sort. My word, ball, doesn't say that, but they're all together. The 3 of them mashpia to flow into Zun. Ubara Shemayim de La'ela. Ubara Ha'Einsof, then Ha'Einsof, he created the upper heaven, Baruch Hu. Shemayim Shel Ma'ala. What is the name of the Mayim Shel Ma'ala? This is our old friend. The Adam himself is their Anpen. So Ve'eretz the La'el, but they also made the land of above. Ve'esa Aretz Al Yoina Shehiso the Nukva, which is the concept of Malchus, which is always referred to as land, earth, different kinds of physical things. The whole idea of this, of Zer Anpen, the 3 lines, and so on and so forth, is to make the tikkuns so that they become together. And make a unity. They should all be built in such a way that they're all like one. Besod Zohar and the Keva Mashpia Makabel, because we understand that every place in the Zohar, or any place of Kabbalah where it talks about male and female, it doesn't mean the way that we see it necessarily. Males can be females and females can be male. The question is that what is actually a male? A male, therefore, that's what he says, is the giver. And the female aspect, which would be an aspect, because a person could be a giver and a receiver. But that's the female part. Makabel, that's the base kibble. What does that mean? This is the purpose of working in these lower worlds. But when we do things which are good, what we do is we then create, because we're down here on the earth, a relationship with Malchus, which is called Maim Nukvin. It is our prayers going upwards and being accepted into Malchus. And then this becomes an elevator process, which he now so takes them up into Zer Anpen. And when this is happening, as a result of this, that they're giving to each other, in other words, Malchus takes from us, so she receives from us. On the other hand, she gives to Zeranpin. This causes a yichud. V'heim olim b'sod man, and they're together. They go up in the concept man to the next parts of above them. L'ava v'ima, v'cheim l'erev v'heim, and then ava v'ima, they go into Erik Anpin. V'chein al derek zecha ba'olim, or partsufim, u'memadregas, or memedrega, the medrega, they go from one medrega to the next. Ruma ma'alos, until they reach the most high, is as high as we can say it, is the highest place of the most interior closeness to Hashem, and also ultimately means to the Ein Sof. V'nasa yichud elyon, and this causes upper yichud. What yichud? Of Av Sag Da'ak. It's called the yichud of Av Sag Da'ak. We could discuss this at another time. And from once they reach the Av Sag Da'ak, and what he means to say is Av is male, Sag is female, of Ak is Adam Kadmon, which means the very original formation of any kind of light, of physicality of light. V'Abba Ve'ima, and then it goes to Abba Ve'ima, and then we understand that Zun is Ochavanok, and that Yichud going all the way back down comes to us. The Hey Mashpiyim is a Shefa L'Tachtainim, and from there comes a Shefa to us. This is Baruch Fleischman. That's all the time I had to do for Learn Today. I just want to say some Torah. Okay, this is Baruch Fleischman. Thank you for listening.